My name is David Mackenzie. I was raised male, and I've always been comfortable with that, though the past several years I've experimented with my gender more because I really relate to femininity in a lot of ways. I'm comfortable saying I'm non-binary and gender fluid. I do consider myself trans, though not a woman. I've been feminizing my body with hormones and a fancier skincare routine, which has been awesome. I really like women. I think women are great. Though I realize that category is a lot more complex than I used to think, and I don't limit myself to it anymore. I've always been comfortable in straight spaces. It's only been recently that I felt like queer spaces are for me, though I'm always wary of taking up too much space. I think all the swiping apps are really psychologically damaging. Queer people are really underserved by these apps because while there are more labels to identify with, there's no platforms that allow people to opt out of gender entirely. I also think straight people are really underserved because they're so often reduced to just their gender and not given the tools to break out of a set heteronormative dating script. As I got frustrated with all these apps' inability to capture my identity and my preferences, an idea started forming about how to do a dating site better. I call it humanforhuman.net, and an alpha version is live now. Through my own explorations and conversations with others, I've assembled a list of 200 some identities and categorized them as gender, relationship style, sexuality, life, interests, values, personality, and body. They're all completely optional, but users have the choice of answering for each one yes or no if it applies to them, and if it's something that they're looking for in another person. They can also assign an importance to these with a slider. These responses are translated into a high-dimensional vector space, and potential matches are sorted by the cosine of the angle between your preference vector and their identity vectors. When you look at someone's profile, you will see in big, bright letters just below their image what you would like about them and what they would like about you based on what's most important to both of you.
Because I date men and women, but I never say I'm bisexual because I just am I just like who I like when I like them.
Weird dichotomy for me as a queer Latina, and I feel like I can never really have those different parts of myself and my person mesh.
I think she, hers is a very good default, and every so often when I'm interacting with usually people in service work and it's excuse me, sir, can I help you? And that's always a kind of today's a sir day. Thank you very much.
It honestly made me think how did I want to identify myself?
I want filling out a profile to be a therapeutic experience.
Yeah, you're
for everyone.
Let me just reflect.
It's interesting how language is changing as as we become kind of post-gender.
I want people to use these words who care about them. You know, it's we don't need the dictionary editors telling us exactly what these gender words mean.
You do allow for categories that could appear to be contradictory, but just because people's lived experiences are contradictory, they're allowed to select all the ones they want. All right.
Yeah. Actually, gender is not the most important thing.
The least important thing to me, honestly. Yeah, relationship styles is really what is something that's really important to me, and then definitely lifestyle and things like that, just values.
This is a summary of my existence. Seeking collaborators, living with chronic health condition, open to friendships.
I like that it can help you cross other minority groups as well, that being queer gives you at least something in common with someone of another race if they're also queer, and obviously you also have your different experiences.
This actually seems like something I would definitely use. I think more people should be open to, I don't know, disclosing what they want to disclose, especially.
I'm ready. I'm completely ready to go all in on this right now.
This is great, mostly because obviously it's a dating site, but it's kind of open to more than that.
Learning how to be open emotionally and have these sorts of conversations is just completely new territory for me. It's oh wow, I'm allowed to ask for something that I want from my partner, or tell them that I'm not feeling comfortable with something.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because immediately you know someone's intention, what you can talk to them about.
it kind of like gets the conversation going in a direction that it like would need to go.
It's a very artistic and organic way to show where your common ground is.
Oh my God, this is perfect.
This is phenomenal. This is a very well built out alpha. I like it. I like the color scheme too.
Like it's the direction that people are going and that I think that we should be going.
Because the world needs it. They really do.
It's very important to me that there's a strong focus on making sure that any revenue generated from this is swiftly invested back in the queer community.
Today I'm launching a Patreon to support the continued development of Human for Human. $1 a month or more gets you immediate access to the alpha version. $4 a month or more gets you regular video updates from me, as well as a PDF of my manifesto, so you can read about my long-term vision. Beyond that, we also have physical rewards, such as 2 sex-positive t-shirts that I'm producing with a local Brooklyn artist, as well as offering a video chat with me so I can learn directly from the community about what's most important for the future of this platform. I want people to know that so many of the things that they feel shame about are actually things that could bring tremendous joy to someone else's life.